Microphone check. 1, 2, 1, 2. This is just a test of the microphone's fidelity. Walking alone in a winter wonderland, making snowmen and making them snowmen hold your hand. We can call them Mr. Brown, pretend that he's a parson that will marry us the next time he's in town. Walking alone in a winter wonderland. It's a little bit scary, taking a snowman's hand. Is this even working? Alright, there's a green light. Microphone. Desktop audio. Seems to be all synchronicity, yo. But my glasses are too dirty. My glasses are dirty. Wiping them makes them even dirtier. Now they're way more streaky. Remember that bad guy Shrieky? She would yell. And sometimes she had powers, but it was hard to tell. And Pat drops in with the backup vocals, but you have to read it, it's for... It's not for Braille, it's anyway, typed backup vocals don't work with regular backup vocals. Anyway, hey guys, I think everything's good to go this time. I didn't break anything. This thing, I'm gonna move this. That's gonna be loud for a second. There we go. I'm sorry, what was that?
Rather, it's about tending to the broken parts
of
ourselves.
Okay.
We create things
what?
As a reflection of this struggle.
Oh, I'm trying to create something right now.
Perception of self.
All right, thanks, song guy. I'm gonna play the theme song to my thing now. You're getting depressed. What?
Isn't necessarily a thing you achieve.
No, that's...
It is a state of mind.
Yeah, I'm trying to get into that state of mind. Yeah, constant stream of creative things. Shut up, abstraction.
From an understanding.
Ripley, cut away from this. Ah, there we go.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends.
And tell your hot mom.
Hot mom.
There's no such thing as grownups.com.
Oh, hey guys. Just here getting ready for Christmas. Accidentally dragged a tree into my office. It happens. But welcome to, I guess this is the Christmas special? I think this is the Christmas special. Just realized I can't switch to things when I don't have the thing on my lap. These are my Christmas pajamas. Got them from the grocery store. It's hard to see, but every so often there's an upside down buffalo with a little Christmas hat. Anyway, Merry Christmas. Those are the last of the candy canes. Who cares about candy canes on a tree? Here we go. And this is our drawing magic table. Today we're going to do some digital stuff again, and we're going to make the Christmas card that I will print off and bring home to my family, and possibly put in the mail for you guys as well, as we will discuss as the show goes on. Oh, and of course, the only Christmas shirt I got, zipper stuck, is my Atari Christmas shirt with a little Christmas hat over the Atari logo. But then I have to cover all that up because I like to wear sweaters. Sorry, buddy. My name is Curtis, and this is the No Such Thing as Grown-Ups live stream. And new podcast episode just went up yesterday. Those come out whenever we feel like doing them, / a week after that. Then I get around to editing them and uploading them. Can't find my pen. So yeah, me and Tara sat down and discussed all the fun stuff in the world that needs to be discussed in a much more visceral and sweary way than we do here. This is the most wholesome version of No Such Thing as Grown-Ups. Because it's live, and YouTube will take your money away if they ever give me money, but they haven't given me any money. Let's real quick see if my buttons work. See if my buttons work, and we'll go. Hey, did you press my button? I'm just gonna start talking anyway. In case that was my button, maybe it was the Ripley button. I guess I could just look at the monitor and see where I am, but I just got so much to say about the buttons. Honestly, I don't have anything to say. I just like saying the word button. Buttons. Who's got the button? Hey, you got a button? It ain't nothing. It's just a button. I'm kind of done talking now. You could please cut away? Excellent. And the other thing that I need to do is turn the drawing screen back on to this screen. Boop. Hey! That's what it looks like when we draw stuff. So yeah, I actually was dressed today. And I decided to put pajamas on when I realized, hey, I haven't taken these pajamas out for a ride yet, and it's almost Christmas. And also, it's almost Christmas. That's bananas. It's like way too close to Christmas, and I feel like I'm basically ready for Christmas, but at the same time, like, so this is Christmas. What have I done? Another year over, and a new one's about to begun. Oh, snaps. Oh, snaps. Hey Ripley, thanks for running everything. Everything seems to be great this time. I really appreciate you watching me drag that tree in, whilst you're no help whatsoever. But still, you're the sweetest angel. What are you looking at? Nothing? Alright, that's cool. Meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Okay, cool. Yeah, checking it twice. Anyway, that's Ripley. And of course, this derelict jerk over here is Major Penguin. And perhaps there's other people or things roaming around. I mean, I know for a fact that I could click on some of these visibility buttons, and I could probably make Fantacan appear. Why not? Why not bring Fantacan? I know why. Because I have too many cameras set up, and then he'll be on Milo's wall here, and then it'll be a whole thing. It'll be a whole thing to set him up somewhere else. Come on, guys. Let's get things together, okay? Adjust my sweater and my glasses that are just glued together. Oh, hey, remember that last week when it was like I broke my glasses, and I'm like, check out the arm on this one. It's all wonky, and then it just fell right off. It was a good day. It was a good day. Real fun. Anyway, the super glue hardened on this. Better than new. As good as new. I have very little to no faith in these glasses, and I feel like they're going to snap in two at any point in time. But yeah, I'll take a minute sometime over the holiday season to go up to the eye doctor and get a new eye prescription. And then get some new eyes, because that's what an eye prescription sounds like. Because I didn't say that right. Anyway, as always, our holidays are brought to you by Powerade. It's a delicious fruit punch-based drink with supposed B vitamins in it. And I haven't heard anybody saying that Polarade has a bunch of mercury in it like Jadarade does. But that's what we do. Now, I keep threatening to make notes so I have something to talk about. There they are. I made them. There's not much to them. Not much to them. Literally like 6 words on there. Let's see if we can turn those 6 words into an hour. But, other camera, Ripley. Thanks, sweetest angel. Over here, on this camera, remember last week? I'm still working on it, still messing with our Truro Deer t-shirt design. So as we can see, if we take a little tour, this is one version that I was messing with. I can zoom around there like, oh, hey, look at me. Oh, I'm just chilling out on your car and I don't give 2 Fs. Oh, I don't give 3 Fs. I'm in your car. Oh, snaps, dogs. Snaps. And then I went with this font for a minute, like, it's like in your face, like these, maybe these deer spray painted that deer there with a stencil, because, I mean, they're ruffians, but they still like some almost cleanish lines, but there's still little blurs there because, you know, little hooves. They just got little hooves. Give a deer a break. I mean, how did it get into that car? Beyond me. Amazing. What else we got going on? This one sucks. This was like, you know, oh, it's 11 o'clock at night and I should go to bed, but I want to try something in the background. And it wasn't anything. But then the other simpler version of this is like the elegant Truro Deer with a nice little scripty font. So yeah, I'm going to mess with a few other versions of that. Maybe something behind it, maybe not. And then do the same thing I always try to do. What's that thing you always try to do? What are you talking about? I've never heard you try to do anything ever in your whole life. Like, do you do things? I mean, I feel like that the drawing of the deer is the first thing I've ever even heard of you doing. Do you even know? Do you remember when you used to animate things? Yeah, good times. Good times. The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over Truro. This one town. Just trying to take over. It's not that crazy. I feel like everything is in focus except for me, but maybe that's because I'm just so white. I'm just reflecting off myself. Good job, whiteness. So anyway, there's one without some outlines. There's just the deer and the car. There's where we traced from. And there's the thing. Didn't we? Somewhere in here. Somewhere over the rainbow. Way up high. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me, baby Jesus. And yeah, that's what we started with. That was our initial idea. And through the air across the ocean for the first time ever, we compiled a bunch of stuff until it was a design. And if anybody over at Streamlabs is watching on the Streamlabs feed hosting thing, there we go. That's what I do. That's what I do at work all day. If anybody is interested in how that comes to be, we're basically going to do something like that again today, except for we're going to make a Christmas card. Now, every year, I usually make a Christmas card of some kind that stars me, and then usually living animals. So like when the cats were alive, I draw cartoon versions of them. But now at the Christmas time, at the Christmas holidays, it's weird. It's weird to like, you know, hey, here's my Christmas card. Remember this thing? Remember this thing when it was alive? This is getting very sad and depressing. I'm right here. I'm super in the room. Like, I'm so in the room. Meow, 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 meow. Ghosts. You're saying these people are all ghosts. Perhaps I'm a ghost as well. Like a Bruce Willis at the end of the day. And then you'll tell me that I wasn't here the whole time. Oh my, indeed. I'm gonna go have dinner with my wife and see if she talks to me. He doesn't have a wife. That's crazy. He's an idiot. But yeah, so I try to keep it to either living animals. Like I want to say last year was just I think me and a deer, and or sometimes I still include Burke. I can't remember. Maybe it was last year. Maybe it was the year before. I was like, I don't know, going to paint something on a wall. It looked like maybe I was doing a mural, and then the dog had a paintbrush in his mouth, and then there was like a painting of Santa Claus on the wall, and he was cool with that, and I'm like, what are you doing? We're going to go to jail for this. Merry Christmas. So, la 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 la. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna draw today? So, that wasn't even on my list, but yeah, soon enough, I'll figure out. I'll throw it in the store and / I'll get shirts printed and I'll sell them here in Truro at the market when all of the Christmas festivities are done. And the other thing, yeah. So I didn't think of anything. I might have partially thought of something and then forgot about it long ago. But I didn't think of a theme for this year's card. As you can see, from the stacking of circles, I've clearly decided halfway through that first circle, oh, snowman might be the theme. So we'll try to design a sea-bone snowman. That's me. And carrot is way too fitting for my stupid nose. And then a little happy face. Boop, boop. Put a little hair on there. Just have a little beard. Maybe we'll give it a little beard. Should I just put myself? Maybe I've done this before. No, I did it for another family where I put them in snowmen, but they were like fully GM'd into the snowman. It's just like their heads were popping out as if they had been kidnapped for the holidays. For the holidays. Ha ha. Because then, one foggy Christmas Eve. Hey, wait, are my buttons still working even though I'm drawing? Do it quick. It seems your buttons are working even though the drawing has commenced. I cannot explain it. Last week it seemed to be most impossible. Perhaps it was me, with my magic and science. My transporter units, my labyrinth of mazes, goblins, muppets. Do you want me to talk about other things? I've just mumbled there barely while my mouth clearly made open mouth sounds. And you're forgetting to push on your diaphragm every time you say a word. That's the true key. The true key of Christmas, indeed. Yeah, it's all about that diaphragming. Hey, remember how I'm dressed up as Santa Claus? Anyway, let's talk more about the Christmas tree for 2 seconds. Yes, let's talk about the Christmas tree for 2 seconds. 1, pretty happy that the buttons are working. 2, you can't see that from here, I don't think, unless you know what it is, or you made it yourself. So sometimes, some people are the best. Old friends, new friends, friends of the family. Don't know the words to that song, but that's a Muppet Family Christmas Carol. And I usually wait till after Christmas when I get home to watch that one, because pretty much have to cry from beginning to end of that one. It's the best movie, most heartwarming movie involving Muppets in the world. But anyway, so I went to the mail. I'm going to keep it off screen for a second. I went down to the mailbox, which is downstairs in the building. I opened the mailbox. There's like 2 things in there. And one thing is like, I don't know, an ad for something, garbage, what have you. And the other thing was an envelope that said Space Goonie on it. Didn't really say that, but I don't know. Hey, how did... White balance. There you go. Now just stay white balanced. So I open it up, and I'm gonna say honestly, it was just like, oh no, like I didn't send out anything to people from away for Christmas. Like I'm a terrible person. Like, oh my god. So it also got me like, have you also seen the Christmas toy? It's also Jim Henson. Oh, the Christmas toy Jim Henson thing. I'm sure I have. I've seen all the things. It sounds familiar, but I don't quite remember. But yeah, so anyway, open up the envelope, and I'm just like, like what? What? White balance on that camera. See, that's how we should be off. Look at, I mean, it's dark, but still dramatic. So yeah, it's like it's all sealed with wax, and I tried not to break it, Mel Getright style. But I still, like, literally, I looked at it on the table for like minutes, which is way too long, because I'm just like, not in a million years did I ever think it was like like a Christmas card, just greetings, just hey, this is just something nice for you to enjoy. I just thought like, oh my god, like look at that font, it was wax sealed. It's gonna be a task. It's gonna be a task. Oh my god, like I have a task for Christmas. Like I don't want to do a task. But I mean, I'm not gonna not do a task from Space Goonie and Pat. I'm just, there's no way around that. But it could be anything. It could be anything. But they're not crazy people, so it's gonna be something doable. And I mean, instead of just going click, oh there it is, all the questions answered, and like, got a spider web through every possible scenario and possibility, and have each individual panic attack as fast as possible before I open it up. And reveal that, by the way, it's Christmas time, idiot. People do nice things and people are nice. Stop being afraid of everything all the time. Oh my god, and it was made during the last stream. That's crazy. That's so crazy. So inside, this is task 1. And like I said, I think we talked about it last week and the week before. There's like 2 seasons of Taskmaster on YouTube now. All of the seasons are on Daily Motion if you want to go find those. Sorry, buddy. And it's just the best. It's the best. It's the best, especially the British version. I have not given the American version 2 seconds of my time. No offense, I love Reggie Watts. I have just zero interest in the American version, even though it's still Alex Horn. So yeah, it says task number 1 inside. Again, very nice font. Handwritten. Task type, solo/group. And then the task is have the very best. It doesn't say very best, but that's a Mary Machie thing. Have the best Christmas. Most Merry Christmas wins. You have until the end of December. Your time starts now. Your friendly neighborhood taskmasters, Jenny and Pat. And then, if that was not far enough, this idiot puts an apology in there like, oh, by the way, sorry, it's not an official taskmaster. Why would it be an official? It's already gone this far. You've already done the font, and it's still red wax, and all the things. And I mean, seriously, wow, like wow, the best. Every other Christmas card that I get will be garbage compared to this. Fact. It's just a fact. Sorry, everybody. Hey, Merry Christmas, everybody. Guess what you're giving out? Garbage, apparently. Oh, did you think real hard about that? Did you make that card yourself? Guess what? Somebody else did it better. Fa la la la, lost. You lost. This one won. Taskmaster card. Everyone wins. And yeah, that's everyone take a bow. Oh man. Everything does. There's no way any piece of mail can come to my door without giving me a panic attack. Like, it's not a real panic attack. I'm aware of it now. It's just excuse me, what's this gonna be? I don't wanna make me deal with things. Inexplicable why the buttons are working. Inexplicable. But again, gift horses, why would I look in that mouth? I don't need to look in that horse's mouth. But man, hey horse, let me see those teeth. Old friends, new friends, friends of the family. It's the worst Kermit the Frog ever. So that's Honestly, that's some of my favorite Christmas news. I should definitely start making chyrons of things that pop up on the screen with buttons, so I can be like, "Hey, next up in the news," or Ripley, that should be your job. This thing really needs an intern and a TriCaster and a whole bunch of just a big old studio full of people running around, making all of my demands come true. So, one of the other favorite adventures of Christmas of the week was, I say, the local drag show. It's not the local drag show. It's mostly people from Halifax, but every year, pretty much since I've moved here, Brant, who organizes some artistic things here in Truro and in Halifax. Big artsy person. That's one of the things he sets up is the Christmas and Pride drag shows, which are so close to where I live. It is offensive for me to be like, no, I'm not gonna go. Nah, like, you can see the building from here. Like, it's just disgusting for me to be like, I'll see what I can do. I'll try to make it. Like, no, you're gonna be there. And then my friends Tim and Brad are in the show as well. Tim usually hosts, or I should say Eureka Love and Pheromones with a Z. Not the one from that show who came along later. Now I'm just drawing a snow scene, really. If we stick with deer. So far, this says nothing. This says nothing, but that's how things happen. Again, this is the process of making things. A lot of times at work, I realize, one, when I talk to people via text, I don't use enough emoticons. How do I know I don't use enough emoticons? Because I call them emoticons, and everybody else calls them emojis or emotes or other things because I'm 1,000. And that's okay. That's okay. So anyway, sometimes just discussing the process of creativity with programmers, with business people, with all kinds of just random people in the world. And I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah. It's like, again, we just have to factor in the fact that I have to draw all these things like 3 times. And then later on, them being like, well, we'll do our best not to like, wait, what? You what? What? No, you're still going to make notes, but no, it's not. Before you even see anything that I draw it like 3 times. And that's a lie. I draw it like 6 times. And I just sit here making circles and putting eyes on things and moving those things to different places until I get somewhere. And then I'm like, yeah, snowman, I don't know. And then I'll be like, maybe if I put the snowman on this side. This one's like looking down. See, now I'm putting some structure lines in there because I'm having some thoughts, some ideas. Carrot nose, a little bit of Curtis hair. Beep. Should still be wearing a hoodie, really. I mean, really, if we're gonna... make a proper snowman. So, I mean, this is pretty rough, but you get it. So he's looking down. What's he looking down at? Who knows? Who knows? Excuse me, baby Jesus. So anyway, go to the drag show that is just a minute away. And like I said, awesome show. Eureka is always super funny, like just the funniest person ever in the world, and they're all just the prettiest and amazing dancers, all that stuff, choreography, funny stuff, etc. Where'd the squirrel tail go? There we go. So if you put not a nose on it, and then the little squirrel thing or whatever this is, a bunny. Maybe we'll do a bunny. There we go. That makes more sense. And there's like chew marks. Chew, chew, chew. Snow falling, snow falling. I'll put some stars in there. And then maybe I'll put no text on the front of this one, and then the inside it'll just say Happy Holidays. Right? See? And that's how you make something amazing. And then we onion skin, and we go back, and we'll trace it over, clean it, make it look special, like we mean it. Slap it up, flip it, and reverse it. Let's go with a 4 size brush. Let's go 5. Yeah, 6 was where I wanted it. 6 was where I wanted it. So anyway, like I said, show was great. At one point, I mean, every episode, every drag show, there's always a point where somebody comes out and I have to lean over to whoever's there. In this case, it was Nelly. And be like, is this really happening right now? And somebody is like singing instead of lip syncing. And it was amazing. Can't remember which one was doing it. But it was great stuff. So. Of course, shows are fun. No news to report there. Like, go on home live at 5. Breaking news. Do. Entertainment show was entertaining. All right, cool. You're all fired. Everyone's fired from this newscast, okay? You're fired. You're fired. Ripley can never stay angry at you. Look at you over there. Sweetest angel. Don't cut to yourself when I talk to you. That's rude. So, feels weird when I use the big camera and the thing is in the way. Like I said, that stuff's normal. You know what? I was right. Going back to 4. Still on the camera. Shoop. What am I doing? Overshooting my lines and tearing off edges. 'Cause that's what you do if you're trying to be prestigious. Show ends as it should, as everything does. Captain Picard. And people are very slowly funneling out of the theater. Now, I've been to a few of the shows, so I already know. Let's just do this. That either during this process or later on, some or all of the drag queens from the show that night will be out in the lobby, meeting and greeting, etc. They always do, but every one of these drag shows seems to be half of the theater's first time at a drag show, or any show, really, even though most of them seem to be there because they have season tickets for the theater itself and whatever it has. So there's a bit of a bottleneck. No big deal. It's going to take a minute to get out. Shuffling. It's not a big theater, so, you know, that's it. Like, there's once a bunch of people stop, you're kind of stuck there. And I'm in no hurry to leave anyway. I brought some presents for Euphera and Eureka. I say presents. I tore the pictures that I drew of them from my book, put them in a little frame, put that frame in a little bag, threw some dinosaur stickers in there. Here you go, guys. See you never. And you know, I was fairly excited just to do that. Like, here you go. Thanks for the show. Here's some presents. See you later. And I don't know what excitement is, apparently. Not even close. Not even close. Like, am I having a great time? Maybe, but not compared to some people in the world, because they're really having a great time. So within the throng of people, why do I care so much about this line? There is I don't know, like four or five people ahead within the group. Somebody was just like, oh my god, like they were pretty tall and they could see over the group, over the pile of people. And they could see that the people were out there, like, receiving, or at least they were just out there. And he looked back and he was like, oh my god, oh my god. He's like the queens are out there. The queens are out there. And, like, losing it. Like, they just came off the stage. You were just watching them in a show. I mean, you were so excited to see somebody you just saw 9 seconds ago. Now, in that person's defense, I was also excited to see somebody that I just seen a few seconds ago, but it's also somebody I haven't seen in a while, and I was going to give them a present. But people get excited. Of course they do. So he's just like, oh my god, like, do you think we can meet them? So I'm just like, and clearly nobody has any answers. Nobody knows what's going on. It's, I don't know. Every time I leave the house, I am completely baffled by the world. What if I smile? What if the snowman's smiling as if it was like Christmas miracle? Oh, you're hungry. Here you go. I'm the hero. I'm the hero of this, not the cranky old snowman. What's up with what's? Okay. Don't know what shortcut key made that happen. Don't know what it was. Don't know why it went away. So I answer him, and I'm just like, oh yeah. I was like, yeah, you can meet them, and get your picture taken with them. Like, you know, all kinds of stuff. You can, you know, probably give them a hug, and get your picture taken with them. That's the whole list. And I said it's something like that, and they were just like, oh, we can meet them. We can get a picture with them. Like, just mind destroyed. Like, oh my god, I can't believe this. Like, these people I just started to think are great 4 seconds ago, I get to maybe meet them and take a picture with them. It's just like, wow. I don't go to many shows in general, but I feel like 90% of the time the people from that show are, you know, they're sticking around a little bit. They're there to collect some accolades and meet and greets, sometimes sell some merchandise. This is in black. That's fine. But this guy's day was made. Like, oh my god, nobody needs to get me anything for Christmas this year. I'm about to meet the people who were just in the show. And of course, go out, and the lobby is packed, and everyone's there. So I just kind of sneak around behind everybody and just be like, hey, here are your presents. Hug, hug, see you later. And fun is had by all. Stick hands coming out. Just looks like skeleton hands or anything else. Let's go mittens it is. Oops. But the beginning of the drag show, I guess, I don't know, to give it away, to critique it, I don't know, just to be like, hey, spoiler alert, here's what happened, thing you can't go see. Everybody was on the stage dressed in full nun outfits. Like big church window, like projected on the wall. Anyway, it's been a long time since I've seen Sister Act and or Sister Act 2. Pretty sure I've seen Sister Act 2. Sister Act 1, I've definitely seen way too many times when it would play on, I don't know, TBS or whatever thing they used to play it over Christmas time constantly. Most likely TBS. Back in the days. When you would watch whatever TBS was showing all day long. And I don't know. I love Sister Act. Like it is amazing. Like it's a dumb movie. It's still like most movies are written for whatever reason they're written. I don't know. I don't know why people do most of the things that they do. But sometimes it's like, okay, we need to make something like this. Somebody figure it out and put it together. And then what they put together is, okay, so this one person's like trying to escape the mafia. Okay, yeah, that's good. Like, that's always what every movie's about. But that part where, well, there's two different parts. There's one where it's like we're trying to get everybody to sing, and then Whoopi or whoever else is like, no, like it's inside, like you can do it. And like the shy one's like, no, like I don't really sing. Like, hey, and hey, yo. It's like, no, like from the diaphragm. And then she's like, I don't know any of those songs. Ave Maria. And they turn it all into this big medley, etc. And then at the end it is like, oh my god, like the big medley. While Whoopi's also trying to escape from, I was going to try and guess the name of the guy who's in all of those movies, but I think James Gandolfini might have been one of the people. Joe Pantoliano is probably in there. And of course, Dennis Farina. Again, don't know if any of those names are right, but I'm also fairly sure all of Harvey Keitel is the bad guy. Okay, that's also why that movie is great. Harvey Keitel is a 100% believable mobster guy. He's terrifying. Terrifying. But like, I'm pretty sure the Kangaroo Jack movie and Sister Act movie are basically the exact same movie, except one is, oh, we gotta jam a bunch of nuns singing in it. Like, okay. And Kangaroo Jack was like, we gotta turn this into like a kangaroo movie for kids. And both of those movies are actually just dark and serious mobster movies. And none of the other stuff fits or makes sense. Alright, we'll keep this one fairly simple without a pile of background. No there. Beep. We'll put the bunny over here. So anyway, the first, like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes of the show is just like the montage from Sister Act, and it's just like, this is great. Like, oh my god, is Sister Act like super great? It's like, no, it's got great music. I don't need to go back and watch Sister Act right now. But that sequence was fantastic, and watching people play it out on a stage, super fun and entertaining. I should make it Milo, right? I mean, it seems weird. Yeah, no, it seems super weird that I'm sitting right here. You've got like literally a cast of the characters, and you're like, "Hey, let me just pull a buddy out of my ass, and I'll just throw him in the Christmas card." I'm dressed up aesthetic. I could not be more of an inspiration for Christmas carding over here. No, you don't even care. You don't care about anything except adding more stupid woodland creatures to this stupid place. Could I make a suggestion of things that we can add to this particular Christmas card? Because we're simply having a wonderful Christmas time. No more, no. All right? This is okay. I will change it to Milo. You are right about that. It is mildly insane, but it will still be this weird bunny-ish version of Milo. All right, that sucks. So, on the weekend, I still had some commissioning to finish, which sucks. In that I can't Instagram my commissions because the way people find out about or just find my existence and then want me to do stuff is either through something like this or Instagram. So it's like, all right, cool, thanks for following along, but now I can't share anything on here. Because whoever you're getting for might be in the room with you, and then I'll ruin all of your Christmas surprises. Now, in order to get stuff done, I can't just throw on TV and be like, all right, TV's on. What do you got for me, TV or Netflix or YouTube or whatever it is? Because if it is something interesting, then I'm going to watch it. I have to already get in the mode of doing the thing, and then other things can be on, and I can pay attention, not pay attention, rewatch it later to figure out what I missed, etc. So normally, when I sit down to start working on something, I got to play the game of what shall I watch, listen to in the background? What will I have on that is enjoyable? Not too distracting. Entertaining on an audible level, so I don't have to watch it the whole time. I can actually just sit and draw. And ideally, it's usually something that I've watched before. And yeah, it's usually Taskmaster. Like between Taskmaster, QI, and 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown, it's usually those three. And I'll swear, like there's, once you keep putting on Taskmaster again and again, you realize just how many hours it's not. When it's like, okay, I've definitely like watched this entire season already this week. This is crazy. I should watch something new. Hey, why is there still a bunch of green stuff on the carrot? So that you know it's a carrot. Cause in the meadow we can build a snowman. We'll pretend that he is Parson Brown. He'll say, "Are you married?" We'll say, "No, man, but you can do the job while you're in town." Hey, in the meadow we can build another snowman. And we can pretend this one is a circus clown. We'll have lots of fun with Mr. Snowman. Till all the other kitties knock 'em down, they're the worst. And later on, we'll conspire to rob Santa by this fire. Sharpening my blade for the plans that we made. Taking over Christmas this year. What? In the meadow we can build a snowman. We'll pretend it's a grandma now. That's a weird thing to pretend to build your snowman. Yeah, don't worry, here's a plow. When your nose gets a chillin', something else starts a spillin'. Drinks on the ground can't be found. Something else about that snowman clown. No. All right, let's just do that. Laser sharks. Come. They told her pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. She has some lasers and sharks, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. I'll share the best with you, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. So you can have shark fun and lasers as well. Baby Jesus, what's that smell? Oh, it's frankincense, or is that myrrh? It smells like dirt from your bum. Birthday laser sharks are always the best. Baby Jesus, putting people to the test. Come on now, I said red. Excuse me. The ox and horse kept time, pum-pum-pum, on my drum. Oh. Oh, why did I decide to do colored lines? Nothing makes a mess like colored lines. Ah! What did I do? What did I do? All right. Still good. It's still good. Why? So anyway, like I said, I sit down to work on some commissioning. Need something to watch. And last week I said I watched Terminator Genesis, and I was like, that was super fun. Excuse me. And then I guess because I watched that, Netflix is like, hey, I have no idea if you watched that or not, or if you liked it, but you seem to have made it all the way to the end. Have you seen this one? It's the second one. I'm not even going to try and convince you to watch the first one, but it's like here, just watch this clip and try to tell me this isn't the best movie in the world. And I'm like, ugh, leave me alone, Terminator 2. Leave me alone. But then the clip that it shows is from the beginning-ish, when Schwarzenegger Terminator T100, T800 is leaving the bar. He's already taken the guy's clothes and he's getting on the motorbike, and the bar owner is like, shh, I got a shotgun, and sorry son, I can't let you take his motorbike. And Terminator walks over and is just like, ugh, like takes his gun, takes his sunglasses, and is like, and the guy's like, yeah, take everything you want. And it was like, this should be a fairly dumb scene of this movie, but that was really fun. I probably won't pay attention to it. I'm going to draw anyway. Let's throw in Terminator 2. That's something. I already know everything's going to happen. So no big deal. Terminator 2 it is. And here's what I've completely forgotten about Terminator 2. It's the greatest movie in the world. Still. Like, I thought for sure I was going to be like, well, whatever, you know. Thankfully, there's like those big, long, slow parts I don't care about. And, and whatever. I'll get a bunch of drawing done. Why aren't you darkening? During those parts. But then it starts, and it just doesn't stop. It is Terminator 2 from beginning to end. Like, it opens up with like, oh yeah, this kind of goes on forever. Do-do-do-do-do. 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 Like, people playing, we're having a great time. It's definitely not going to be an apocalypse. Yay! Pushing people on a swing. Miniatures getting torn to pieces. A robot or a person. Yeah, a person, like, just being torn to pieces on a fence. Like, oh wow, it gets right into it. It gets right into it? That seems crazy. No movies get right into it this fast, do they? And then we're into it. We're just into it. And I'm like, what? Am I just so used to movies being 17 hours long and the movie doesn't start until 2 hours later, where it's like, so anyway, now we start the story of the movie after we've met 16 characters who half of which have already died, and most of which didn't matter to the plot in any way, shape, or form. But this movie, it's just like, here's this person, this is what they're doing, here's where we're going. You're going to care about pretty much all of these characters by the end of it. Even Miles Dyson, he's almost going to be one of your favorites somehow. Like, oh yeah, I forgot how much I like this guy. And how confusing this is, because, you know, this guy, like, just gave up his whole life. But oh man. But mostly, yeah, just the pacing alone. I didn't draw anything until Terminator 2 was over. Like, is it, what? This looks great. Wow. Huh. I better eat a whole bag of chips. Ate all of those. I better eat a whole tub of candy that I still have left over. Ate all of that. Greatest movie ever. And it just doesn't stop. And, and in my head I keep thinking like, oh, this is just like the Alien sequel, Aliens, which is the same. It is exactly the same. It's James Cameron going, yeah, you made this horror movie, I'm going to turn it into an action franchise. And then he does, and then it is. And wow. Because I have so little, you know, I eventually went back and watched Terminator 1, because I saw the second one first, of course, because I'm that guy. But yeah, like Aliens is, you know, it's been one of my favorite movies forever. But it does take me quite a bit of energy to watch Aliens, because it really doesn't get right in there, and even when it does, it still has a horror element that is still very slow, but worth it because it's the best. Whereas this movie, it is a ride. Like, of course they made rides of this thing. It's a video game before movies were like, oh, it's like a video game. This is one that was like, oh, I wish I was playing this, but I'm too busy watching it. And of course, the only problem is the same as every Terminator movie, every unstoppable being from another time or place movie is, hey, these things are the worst at terminating. They're like the absolute worst. I feel like that's the only thing they should be good at, and then the pretending to be other people and all the other stuff, they should be bad at that. That part they got nailed down. Murder, they're like the worst at murder. If they still, if there was a story where it was like, oh, the Terminators, we have just such a hard time getting them to murder everybody, because deep down in their programming, they're not actually that evil. Because, seriously. Thankfully, there's two Terminators. I mean, one, the Schwarzenegger Terminator is basically just indestructible. Like, I am indestructible. Okay, cool. This other guy, he's even more indestructible, which makes him even easier to fight and outrun. And I mean, once you start seeing the CG ones, T-1000s in like a Genesis and whatnot, where they're doing CG movements, where it's like, hey, I don't have to go sit here and watch the effect happen because we can't move things around back in 1984 or 99, whenever this movie was made. We have to, all the effects are practical, or they're very complicated CG that we don't have cameras, automated camera swings and whatnot. But anyway, it seems like, especially in the future ones, it is so easy to kill a Terminator. Like, they're taking it down with, like, handguns and whatnot. Like, oh, as long as we kind of shoot it in the chest here. But Schwarzenegger, like, just cannot be destroyed. Like, even when it's like, oh, he's dead. Nah, I'm just going to turn back on again. Don't worry about it. Like, okay, I mean, that's what we all wanted. But seriously, though, how is this kid still alive? How is Robert Patrick so bad at murdering a child? Now, that being said, Robert Patrick, and I already said this before, and maybe he's too old for it, but there should definitely just be The Adventures of T-1000, and whoever else. I don't care. Give him a Baby Yoda. Just take all the characters that I love and just be like, fine, if they all have to courier a Baby Yoda across the universe, go for it. I don't care. But Robert Patrick, the T-1000, doing his T-1000 adventures, I think would be the best. He's just, he's such a good robot. But the best part of Terminator 2, and of every movie, and I mean, this kind of is a bit of a callback to last week's. You got a bunch of kids in my Star Wars in my hey, I said copy. In my Ghostbusters movie. When T-1000 goes to the arcade looking for John Connor, and I was like, have you seen this kid? Have you seen this kid? And all I can think is mostly about John Connor's friend and his hair. And I'm just like, oh my god, I hate your hair. I hate your hair so much. Like, every child's hair in this movie is infuriating. And the most infuriating is, of course, the fact that, like, oh, that's the haircut I wanted. That's the haircut I was striving for when I was that kid's age. And I don't think I ever achieved that. But the anger is like, why? Why would I ever aspire to be that? This is disgusting. This is terrible. Oh my god. Ugh, it's like, having looked up to Kevin Spacey then realizing, like, oh, he was a garbage person. Everybody's a garbage person. But anyway, besides the hair part is the worst part, but the best part is when T-1000 sees John Connor start to walk away, he just starts pushing down children left and right. And I'm just like, okay, yes. Yes. Best movie ever. Ever. There's only a few movies where somebody, and I can't think of any of them right now. I feel like Jingle All the Way, there might have been the sequence where Sinbad starts tossing kids aside. That definitely wasn't in the script. The only great thing about Jingle All the Way is the fact that Sinbad is definitely making up everything that's happening in that movie, because there definitely was not a script and nobody knows what's going on. It's a terrible, terrible movie. It's just psychotic. But anytime in any movie when an adult's just like pushes a kid over, sorry, buddy, it feeds the monster that lurks inside and wants children to get pushed down. Because we all have it. Ah, yes. I think Adam Sandler is usually pretty good for throwing a child in just about every one of his movies. Throwing a child and taking advantage of Selma Hayek's body and never apologizing. Never apologizing. Oh yeah, that's the best part. It was just like, that's great, and it's like one kid, second kid, then there's like another kid that's like, hey, like almost out of reach. Like you had to grab for that one. That's great. And then I can never ever remember this. That's always like in my head. The hallway scene is completely crystallized and memorized. They go into the hallway. You know, he pulls the gun out of the flowers. They come, you know, towards the screen or fall away, whatever. It's just all beautifully shot. But never in my memory is ever the guy that's just like, I'm just here trying to drink a Pepsi. Huh? Pepsi, it's the choice of a new generation. Oh God, what are we? Oh God, like, what are you doing there, guy? What is happening? And that whole just like, why is he not running away? Why is he not saying anything? Why is he not trying to help? People are insane in movies. They're just insane. But the best, just the best. It's so, again, from beginning to end, it just doesn't stop. I mean, I'll watch Die Hard, of course, at some point. But I gotta try and like catch myself by surprise with Die Hard, because, you know, that one is, again, not memorized, but it's like, oh, so much of it is in there that it's like, oh my God, how long is this car ride gonna take? Like, oh. Thank God for Argyle, because he's pretty entertaining. He takes us to where we need to go, which is the movie. Oh, that's a good idea. I think normally I try to watch like Gremlins and or Die Hard when I do the tree, and basically Netflix doesn't have any of the movies that I will watch while I do things, and nor does YouTube, and I don't know, what's a DVD? I don't have any of those anymore, or anything with a DVD hole. How many Y's and how many at symbols and Merry Christmas. We're gonna build the finest snowman in the neighborhood. 'Cause hip hip hooray for Christmas vacation. Ding 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 ding. Hip hip hooray for Christmas vacation. I haven't watched that one yet either. Oh, that's like my least favorite part of my day is picking fonts for that exact same reason. Where it's just like, who cares anymore? After like the fifth one, it just becomes the same as everything else. Like yeah. Still the same letters. It still is the same stuff. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Then it's always like, oh, can you pick a different font? And my response is usually no, I can't. I mean, I can, but I could also pick 60 fonts. I'm not good at this. You pick the font that you want because I always pick what I think is the best font in the world because I'm a genius. Yeah, Christmas Story. I'll if I am home, like in my mom's place, and yeah, they have regular TV. I'll just Christmas Story's on again. I will leave that on all day. Like, there's definitely been at least one New Year's where it's just like, nothing else on, Christmas Story again. I let it play for most of the 24 hours. Excuse me. Oh my god. Oh, what a mess. Boom! Oh, still a mess. That didn't make it better. I swear, too fun. I get real used to just the sampler just working normal until I start to stream. But again, the camera buttons are working, so what do I have to complain about? Why? Don't complain about things. You have all this magical gear. Just enjoy it. Okay, inner voice. Shut up. Some fonts and some lines are just a little too wonky. They won't let me do my normal tricks. So I have to change it to some other way. Let's make this a little fun. Let's go with 8. Stupid. All right, let's just go in here. Let's just move some snow around. Because there must have been some magic in that old silk hat they found. Of course, I'll probably change this 6 more times before I get some fresh printer ink and print this and bring it home. I don't love this font, but I also don't care enough. And I want... Oh yeah, I broke it apart. Too late. Just doesn't pop enough. There, that's how you add some class. Ah, knuckle crack. Knuckle crack. Knuckle crack, knuckle crack. What are they feeding you? So I think that's it from here to there to this. That's how a thing is done. How long did that take? And sometimes it takes a lot longer than that. That was quicker because it's what I decided, and I'm not trying to appease anybody except myself. But still, oddly enough, at work right now, it's like, hey, you gotta illustrate this book. Oh, okay. Illustrating a book is a lot of work. I have a book I want to illustrate right now of my own, and I'm just, who has time? Like, when? How do I do that? But meanwhile, it's just like, hey, so anyway, done almost 30 pages in a few days. What? Why is it so hard for me to illustrate my own thing? Meanwhile, at work, it's just like, anyway, I mean, why is it so hard? Because I spend a good portion of the day doing it at work during work hours, after work hours. There's only so many of those, and I want to go to sleep. But anyway, I'm going to call that Christmas card for now. I'll probably add some more stuff eventually. But, it does work. Let's play some Countdown. Finally finished something early-ish and felt like I completed something. So we can play some Countdown. Now, normally I go to my phone and use the random letter generator to randomly generate the letters that we'll have. But this time I've been meaning to come up with something. What I came up with was, hey, I've got like 2 versions of Scrabble under the coffee table. So this little bag is vowels, and this little basket is consonants. So I'll just randomly pick them out, and it will be a lot better, because my phone mostly is just like X. No, another random letter. X? No, how about X? No, give me a random letter. So like X then? No. What about Y? You're the worst. You're the worst. So, these won't show up on the screen, I just realized that camera is in the drawer over here. So I'm going to make a new frame and pick a font that we can read, which is of course, why aren't you, there we go, Impact. And then if anybody's new, of course, playing Countdown is, I'll give us 9 random letters, and I'll throw 30 seconds on the clock. Yes, there is a clock. It'll pop up, and it'll have 30 seconds. And then after those 30 seconds, present your word. And whoever has the longest word is the winner, and they can feel smarter than everybody for a whole week. Or until we play the game again. So, first consonant is R. Boop. And second consonant is N. I have to blow my nose so bad. And let's do another consonant. T. Boop. And let's go to the vowel bag. There's so many more vowels in Scrabble than I thought there was going to be. Anyway, O. Almost spelling Toronto. And I'll grab another vowel. E. Boop. Oh, E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's do another vowel. Let's do another. This is already 3. I get a 3. Toe. And and an O. Or another O, sorry. And then back to the consonants. R.L. Stein. Oh, another L. Restylin. Restylin. Oh, another T. Okay, somehow this is still just as non-random as my randomizer. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last one. Last one. S. That always helps. Anyway, with those letters, are the commence? I don't know. Oh yeah, it's over here. Bing. I threw the vowels in with the consonants by accident. Turn it off. Oh wow, Space Goonies coming in with a 7. Pat Prue is coming in with a 7. And the Chipmunks always with their 4s. But that's okay. They're chipmunks. They're chipmunks. Avocado Shakes with a 7. You just start giving words whenever you feel like it as well. It's not like this isn't the real show. Hey, Red Blood Earth, do you have a word for me? Hey, Red Blood Earth, why did the chat thieve invisible at here? Yeah, it is. It is for Milo for some reason. Ripley, why? Why you gotta do that? No! So, we've got Daily Chipmunks with Rent, Space Goonie with Tutors, Pat Prue with Looters, Avocado Shake with Tutors, exclamation point, and a ha 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 and an LOL. But I've got some dings. And CTK is coming in with Loons with a 6, question mark. The question mark after her Loons makes me think, is that how you spell Loons? L-O-O-N-E-S? I think it's just L-O-O-N-S, I believe, actually. But I would have believed it if you hadn't added that question mark. But hoisted by your own question mark, petard. Why don't you just wear short sleeves? Why don't you just wear short sleeves if you're always rolling up your sleeves? It seems like a never-ending battle. There's always going to be a sleeve, but with the short sleeve, it's always up there and you don't have to deal with it ever. I mean, I don't know. Just think it out loud. Just think it out loud for Christmas. Yeah, no, that makes total sense. That makes total sense. But I don't know. I want more sleeve than the short part. So I know. I'm the crazy person. I get it. Anyway, as you can see by all the numbers on the screen, I'm using a number pad as my buttony thing to take me thither and hither. If we just delete those and stop using the text tool, everything is back to normal. Everything's the way it should be. And we managed to finish it early up today. Finish it up early up today? It's up and early up today. How many times can I jam the word up into a sentence for zero reason whatsoever up? But yeah, this has been another stream. Like I said, I always kind of enjoy them a little better when I accomplish something and I did a little project. I did one of my little projects without, encroaching on my regular time, because that's so precious. So yeah, everybody gets to go to sleep at a normal time unless you're from another time zone where it's still early, and avocado shakes and Mike Drakes are all like, oh my God, it's so early. It's so early. But to everybody else, have a great night. Thanks, as always, for stopping by and the follows and subscribings and whatever else people can do. I guess there's Twitch points now, so enjoy those if you get them. If I'm supposed to give them to you, let me know. Do I have Twitch points to give? I don't know. I didn't understand the email. I'm 1,000. But what was I? Oh yeah, the new episode of the podcast is up. Go to nosuchthingasgrownups.com, and I'm going to keep threatening, but yeah, I've got a widget now where I can just put the stream on nosuchthingasgrownups.com, so you don't have to go to YouTube or any of those things. If that's a thing you don't go to, you can just watch. You got 1,800 point. I don't even know where to look for them. I'll look tomorrow, I guess, and see if that's a thing. But I know that you can spend them on unlocking emotes and whatnot, which I only get, like 2 or whatever it is. 1, I just got the Laughing Milo, and then the special tiers for when you subscribe, because, I'm not special enough to earn emote tiers. Excuse me, at Twitch. A random reward. Of course there's a random reward button. In a world that's just hard, difficult, people have a tough time with all the time, sometimes there's other people who are like, no, I just went and pressed the reward button. What? Oh, you had a bad day? The paper don't lie? Things that you say? Anyway, just hit the reward button. Get a reward. What are you doing with your life? Oh, you're trying? You're like putting effort out, making things, and trying to, exchange those for goods and services, money, what have you? No. Just press the reward button. Just press the reward button. Sorry, what? Yeah, no, I just heard about it. Yeah, no, I could tell him, but I don't think he needs it, because, again, it's super easy to figure out who he is. I'm super rich. Don't let the commissioner know that I don't really need to know about reward buttons. My whole life is a reward button. I am the rewardness button. All right, that's enough, sir. That's enough. Yeah. No, did you hear any of that? Cool. All right, yeah. I don't know how you got in charge. You're the worst. All right, see you later. Yeah, I know the light didn't flash. That's my reward button, is I get to talk to Commissioner Gordon whenever I feel like it. And for some reason, I've made him somebody I don't want to talk to. Things are confusing. The world is a vampire. The world is a vampire. And a rat in a cage. Something else smashing pumpkins. Full of rage against machines. Anyway, good night, everybody. I'm going to go to the credits now. This has gotten out of hand. Yeah. Credits, please. We're done. Follow the Instagram. Hit some likes and tweets if you can. No such thing as grownups.com. Such thing as no such thing as no such thing. No such thing as grownups.com. Here you go. Hey. Good night, everybody. Have a good sleep. And a merry full Christmas. Happy holidays. Joyeux Noël. Happy New Year. And whatever else you feel the need to celebrate. Can't find